You're watching Home Week Steve. Time for another one. Brewing a smash. Here you go. Take it away.
You would have seen me in such things as Homebrew Wednesday or how to screw a polycarbonate tube. Going to be doing a brew with the Pacific Gem hop extract today. So, mash tun is ready. Kettle is boiling just with a hot water run just to go through the counterflow so everything is nice and clean and ready to go. So this is all sanitized. My HLT water is up to temp. So I'm going to be chucking my grains in there and mashing them. We'll get back to you soon. Alrighty. We've got 7 kgs of Gladfield's Pale Ale malt in there and it's been underlet. And I'm just going to let that sit for its little protein rest. Get everything all nice and soggy, ready to start to recirculate. And let's gin pump on and go. There we go. We are recirculating. There's a new sight glass to replace the polycarbonate one that broke. Sweet. Alright, I am 20 minutes into the recirculation. Yeah, boring stuff. It's just work going round and round a circle, isn't it? Let's check back later on when we get to add the special ingredient. So here we go, we've got 5 mils of Pacific Gem which is going to be going into the boil. So this is a hop extract. Apparently it is 51% alpha acid. And yes, like every newbie to hop extract, I will taste a little bit of it and get my reaction on film. The challenge has been laid. Cheers, Steve. Alrighty. So just checked the gravity of the mash and we're poking at 1070. So this should hit the right volume at the end of the day, I'm expecting. Great stuff. I just remembered that this is the fermenting vessel that the beer that's currently mashing that's going to go into the kettle needs to go in. But it's full of Dunkelweizen. So now it's going into a keg. Great. Okay, I'm now sparging out. So I've got some hot sparge water coming in and being split into the existing mash, and the existing mash is being split and put into the pardon me, kettle until I reach my volume. So this eventually will run clear as fresh water is pumped in over top and the wort is pumped out from the bottom. Alrighty, we are in the kettle. I oversparged yet again. Duh. Gotta remember that when I'm sparging, I've got to pay attention to what the hell's going on. Oh look! There's a crack where the element is. How about that? Alright, okay, pre-boil gravity is 1045. I oversparged by about 5, 6, what was the number? 7, 2. 3 litres I oversparged by. I'll continue cleaning out that now that everything is in the boil, and I'll keep an eye on it, and once it goes to hot break I'll take the lid off. How far away are we? Ooh, getting closer. Might be a 90-minute boil today to try and bring the volume back down to 24, 23 litres, which is where I wanted to hit. Yeah, these things happen. We move on. Alrighty, we have hop break starting to form. I said I'd do it. 4,000 IBUs. Just a little taste. There she be. Can we see that, people? Alrighty. Oh, it's truth. That sucks. The Oh wow. Our breath will be like an IPA now. Damn. Oh shit. There you go, Steve. Did it. Let's put the rest in the brewery, eh? In the brew. Here we go. We're nearly having some hot break here. So I want to put in, yum, I want to put in 3 mil. So here we go. And stop. Yum yum. Another mill will go in 45 minutes time. Damn! There's some water. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Oh, fuck, it's good though. Yum. It's the hop I've used that just don't go away. I have to go re-enamel my teeth soon. Oh, far out. Let's go. It's doable. Totally doable, and I lay down the gauntlet that anybody else that's going to do a hop extract for the first time, have a taste and see what 4000 IBUs taste like on your tongue. Yeah. I'm watching Harry Brew's Homebrew Wednesday video while I brew myself for a little bit of inspiration. Actually, I'll just pause it while I do this bit of recording. Now the 2 grams of hop extract is going into the boil after 45 minutes. Are we ready for this? Sweet! I wonder if I can dip it in and suck up some. Yes, I can. Look at that. Waste not, want not. A bit more. Don't drop it in there. Cool. That is it. Bubbling away. Very funny. Cam on Hut Brewer just said that he's brewing something very brown and bitter. Very much like what Waitangi Day is all about. It looks like I'm doing the same thing. But yeah, that's my smash beer. So, it is nearly getting to volume. I'm going to check the OG very soon. I have 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Yes, I have 30 minutes left on the boil before I start to cool it down and transfer it out. So I better set the timer. Boom, boom. And put Harry back on, so I've got something to watch. Just catching up on Tony Yates' Homebrew Wednesday for the week. This is fun, brewing and watching Homebrew Wednesdays. Okay, right, now Tony, you asked me about my OG going into the fermenter, my original gravity going in, and 7 kg of pale ale malt. I over-sparged, so I over-sparged up to 27 litres. So I'm bringing the boil back down to around about 23 litres, and the current OG is this. So we have 1052, possibly 1053. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's getting there. I've got 10 minutes left on my boil, so I might have it even 1054 possibly by the time I'm finished. Yeah. Okay, it's ready to cool the beer down. So I have been recirculating for the past 10 minutes. So it's been coming out of the back here, so coming out of this little triclover, which has a ball valve on it, if we can get down and see that. The ball valve to control the flow to come out. This comes out and it goes down into the counterflow. Goes into the counterflow, comes back and around, comes under the bench and up through the pump, back along and in and back into the kettle again. Yay! Right, let's turn the power off. We don't need to boil it while we're cooling it down. I have the cold water hooked up. So let's put this down there. Let's start to cool her off. Okie dokie, we should start to get some cooling action happening. There she goes. Let's pump up the water a little bit when it's running this hot. Go. So we have some coolage happening. You can tell that we've got some coolage because you can see, whoops, if the camera wasn't fogging up, you can see some proteins coagulating, I suppose is what you'd call it. You just start to see them starting to form and join together as it cools in the kettle. Alrighty, we're cooling away. I've dropped the water pressure down because I don't need to use heaps of water when cooling. And we're currently dropping, yeah, quite reasonably. We're below 70 degrees, so the lid has gone on the kettle so that anything floating down from the top doesn't go into the beer. Because below 70 degrees, contamination can happen. So I chuck the lid on. All the DMS is already gone. There's no steam happening anymore now because it's cooled down below that point. So there's going to be no DMS that condenses and drips back down. And anyway, it would have been a 90-minute boil, so most of the DMS has been boiled off anyway. So yeah, we'll just sit there and let that cool. What are we up to now? Down to 56. Sweet, shouldn't be too long. Normally this takes about 10-15 minutes. Just to cool it down to pitching temperature. So it's pretty efficient. The only drawback is the counterflow. Because it's a coil, I can't actually get inside the pipe and make sure that the pipe's perfectly clean in there. And it's the same thing with a plate chiller as well. You're relying on your cleaning regime to make sure that everything's clean and that there's no contaminant in there. That's why I'm looking at doing a parallel counterflow chiller, but that will be a different video. So yeah, we'll get a little bit of shot when it goes into the fermenter. Okay, we're finished cooling and we have a final reading of 1057. So that's pretty good. We will now get it in the fermenter. The fermenter's currently got star sands in it though, so I need both hands. Both hands empty out the star sands, and then I'll set up the camera to show how I aerate. Okay, we are at our pitching temperature. I've turned the pump off because the way that the counterflow is set up, it sucks all the beer out and it puts it back into the kettle when I turn that pump off and let some air through. Which is pretty clever. So all I need to do is turn this valve on. So here is my fresh wort coming in on top of some star sands. Now, to aerate it, I do have an oxygen bottle over there, hiding in the corner, but I haven't hooked up my air stone yet. So to aerate it, 23 degrees. Let's give it a splash. Now you don't want to do this if it's over 28 degrees because obviously you get hot side aeration. So below 28 degrees, not a problem. We need oxygen in there for the yeasties to start to eat. And boom. There's the end. Let's run out. Alrighty. Let's get the lid on that. Let's check and see what's in the kettle. Not much at all. A little bit of turb over there from the boil because of it's being protected by these things with the flow of water, but it's pretty clean to me. Alrighty, USO 5 is going in this little baby. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Done. Airlock on. Okay, one thing I've noticed using hop extract is that the boil scum around the edge is a lot harder to get off. So it's actually sticking to the brush. So if you're going to use hop extract, it's going to settle on the side of the pot as it gets depleted, so that residual oils or that residual resin is going to heat itself onto the side of the kettle. So you're going to need to have probably a hot wash to clean your kettle back up, or just a soak in PBW. Oh yeah.